Hello and welcome to Garblad Games. We're playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition, and this is Flint and Steel! Please check out all our social media links below, our merchandise on Redbubble, and don't forget to come and join us on our Discord server where we have a growing community of role players. Please consider supporting the channel on Patreon. A massive thank you to all those who do support us, as 10% of everything we receive through our Patreon goes to Diabetes UK. Also support us by supporting our friends. We have the Thornless Rose, who produce leather and lasery products for tabletop and live action role playing. There's the Old World podcast. If you want to know a bit more about the background, the design, and the story behind Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, then go and check them out. And finally, we have Bjørn Felle, who produces terrifying retro electro music. Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of Flint and Steel. I'm Pete, the Games Master.
And I'm John, and I'm playing Sergale, the heroic Bretonnian knight.
I'm Leon, and I'm playing Corvin, a wizard of the Empire.
I'm Sam, I'm playing Morgan, priest of Moor.
Hi, I'm Roger, I'm playing Bagric Rolfson, the dwarf guard.
And I'm Lawrence, and I'm playing Torvald Rolfson, the dwarven scout.
Cool, okay, so last time on Flint and Steel, we left our intrepid adventurers as they had journeyed from the Axe and Hammer in Dowiehaven, or as Corvin knows it, Dwarfland, and headed over to the warehouses that you had the address of on the inside of a big box you'd found that contained a load of packed dirt and a dead body. In fact, sort of skeletal body. So you headed over to this area after being told that there was a dwarf, a rogue dwarf engineer who was possibly up for building bombs, which from episode 4 with the bomb that nearly killed Sergale. And you headed over there, and you quite quickly got the feeling that something dark and magical was going on in the surrounding area. Morgan and Corvin, dark and magical was going on in Corvin's face. Because Corvin, sprayed blood everywhere.
It's fine, we've got this, dark, magical.
Yeah. Minor miscast needs to be relabeled major fucking horrible miscast. Yes, there was a bit of magic that started as I think Bagric and Sergale went into one of the warehouses and found a load of boxes. Then skeletons started popping out of them, and there was a bit of a melee that ensued as you started to get surrounded, and yet they were still fairly ineffectual against you. Little prod here and there, but
Prod?
Sergale got hurt.
I'm nearly dead.
Again. And Torvald was doing his best to back people up and shooting the skeletons with crossbows. And Morgan, unfortunately, had to spend most of his time patching up Corvin, who was bleeding out of every orifice, when he tried to cast Drop?
No,
what were you trying to cast?
Armor.
Oh, etheric armor. Oh, no, you did.
So that I wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah. But you took 8 bleeding conditions.
You did cast it successfully.
I scaled down to 4 bleeding conditions.
Yes.
Because I thought it was very harsh, and I've actually changed it in my book, which is a bit naughty. I wouldn't, as someone who worked in a bookshop for many years, I wouldn't encourage people to write in books, but sometimes you have to, and you feel strong about it. Anyway, so you then engaged in a melee, and Morgan kept Corvin alive long enough for the second surge of skeletons to appear, and for him to summon his magical powers, bang his staff on the floor, and destroy a horde of skeletons.
You forget the best bit about that.
What was the best bit?
Before you cast the spell, you blocked every single skeleton hitting you.
That was awesome, wasn't it? Yes, you were like ninjaing around with your bow staff, like fighting them all off.
I'm so glad Morgan didn't let me die.
And actually, we've had a couple of people comment on the video and elsewhere that Morgan was MVP on the last episode, and pretty much all the episodes, because he's there mopping up all the crap as people, what is it, the boat smashes through the thing, through the tide, and I was like, smash is the right word.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So yes, That was quite amazing, actually. You were like blocking all the hits, and then I like to think you kind of twirled it around your head and then into the ground. As you remember, they kind of shattered into ash that's kind of spread up the walls.
It doesn't count, I didn't see it.
And you're singing while you were doing it, weren't you? Because your magic is kind of musical. And then Morgan, sort of sniffing that maybe things weren't quite finished, crept into the other warehouse and peered through a door, and you saw a dark-robed figure standing there chanting as two spectral figures rose from two boxes.
Spooky ghosts.
And that's where we kind of ended it, wasn't it? As that happened.
I
Now,
found a dead dwarf.
what you did hear as you saw this going on was this is a man say, "I've found you at last." That's the only thing in kind of Reichspiel that you hear. The rest is arcane
Mumbo jump.
Speaking in tongues.
Exactly. Mumbo jump, speaking in tongues. Yes, and you were standing there, the door was kind of swinging open and then swinging closed, and no one was aware of you, were they yet?
Not yet.
No, but these two spectral images, creatures appeared, kind of wraith-like, with large spectral weapons.
They look like
Scythes. Mm-hmm. And they kind of sort of hovering in this kind of broken form. The visage of their bodies decaying so much so that mostly it's skull and skeleton showing, but these kind of robes that they wear kind of drift into a mist at the bottom. And Morgan, you are filled with fervour of more, but you do need to make a terror check.
Excellent.
very quickly. Resilience does not refresh, does it?
No.
No. Good.
Only if
He says so.
Do something cool.
throw yourself into the fires of Mount Doom. That kind of thing.
Let's not
Well, I
that.
do know where Mount Doom is.
If you do something fantastically, amazingly awesome in the name of your faith or
A
the
flipping
party,
plate
or...
armor?
Well, Corvin already did a barrel roll, so...
So, we're going to do a terror check, but I'm going to give you a bonus because you're a priest of Moor, and all of your schooling and education,
This ain't my first rodeo.
and you've been through this kind of thing before.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
great
give you
rule name, isn't it? Great name for a skill. This ain't my first rodeo.
giving you plus 20
Wicked. Well, in which case, I have 19. What am I against?
on your cool.
Then, yeah, I'm totally cool. I've got
How many
at
success
least
levels did you get?
3.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well then, you are not affected by terror.
What does terror do me?
Terror makes you take broken conditions,
Oh, awesome.
which are horrible, because then you have to run away.
Conditions, you say?
Yes.
191 for terror, if you want to.
Thank you. Look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Some creatures are so profoundly unsettling as to evoke a dire, bone-chilling terror in their foes. When you first encounter a creature causing terror, make a cool test. If you pass, you suffer no further effects of terror. If you fail, you receive a number of broken conditions equal to the creature's terror rating. Okay, so you just needed to pass that one,
Okay.
not a number of success levels.
Cool.
If you'd failed, you'd have taken 3 broken conditions.
I'd have gone, nope, and just left.
Pretty
That's why
much.
you roll a brown pen.
After resolving the psychology test, the creature
Brown?
causes fear. The fear rating equal to its terror rating. So you now need to make a fear check, which
Oh,
is
you
a
have to do
cool
both.
test again. And again, you're going to get plus 20.
Yep.
Just remember that's such a miniatures game, terror.
Again, 3 degrees.
And that's exactly what you need to get. So you steel yourself and you say to yourself a little prayer of more. You tighten your hat on your head because you know some shit's about to go down. And they do not cause you to turn.
So,
Just to let everyone know, if you get fear, you can still do stuff, but you're a -1 success level to affect the source of your fear, and you can't move towards your source of fear, but it can move towards you.
well, it saves time for everyone, really.
Absolutely.
Is there a skill which is like immune to psychology in this game?
No, well, you can get talents that help you, and then your cool skill is your ability to
act under pressure?
The short answer to that, John, is yes. There's something called fearless.
I need that, please.
Okay. Next time.
Next time, baby.
Well, first of all,
Next time,
I
Gadget.
conveniently left myself a note last time,
Okay.
which says, "Drink potion."
Okay.
So
Excellent.
you know how everyone's always like, "Oh yeah, your notes from your last session never make any sense." Well, in this case, good job me.
Cool.
So yeah,
I'm just pointing out, I'm starting another session of
On not
roleplay
full health.
on 2 health.
we've had a few near misses.
I'm about to be shot
Yes.
by something.
The rest of you make perception minus 30 rolls.
Ooh.
Apart from Corvin,
So I'm at
Just
minus...
magic stuff.
you get a minus 10.
Well, surprisingly, with my minus 50, I did not pass.
We rolled a 1.
Wow.
What a
Ding!
waste.
Stuff is happening.
Pass?
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Do I
rolled
get
a
any
7,
additional?
so I passed as well.
Do I get any additional minuses because Bagric, while this is going on, is stomping around going, "Where are you, you bloody wizard? Come out here, you bastard!"
You've got your helmet on, haven't you?
No, I'm not wearing plate. am
no,
I?
you're
I'm
not,
in,
are you?
I'm in the
Change.
casual change.
Surprisingly, Pete, with my minus 50, I did not do it.
Okay.
To be fair, you've got
There's a
counting
dwarf shouting in
nearby.
the room.
What?
You hear some noises from the other warehouse. As do you, Torvald. Corvin, as you're standing there and your etheric senses are kind of lit up by the magic you've just cast, you can sense and see now this dark mist creeping out of the warehouse door, because if you remember, a whole bunch of skeletons surged out. And now as you look, you can see in fact that there's a weird black, almost mould creeping up the exterior of the building. You feel that no one else would see this. This is merely your extra perception. Clearly this is a dark place. And something is afoot in the other room. Let's everyone have initiative rolls.
What kind of noise did we hear?
You heard like a box full of mud rattling.
Oh my god, he rolled the same thing again!
Oh!
You just roll a d10 for an
Well, he rolled
you can have the
I
one.
rolled the same thing again. Still.
I know you want
You
the
are
10, don't
cursed.
you? Have the 10.
The 10's one.
Yes, I'll let you have the 10.
It's a 1.
No. You rolled a 10 on one of your dice, didn't you?
Because it's zeros.
Yeah. So you rolled really well. So
rolled
I'm going to let you have 10 plus your initiative bonus. Are you going to roll? You going to do that thing again, Leon, where you roll the same number 3 times in a row and you get 1,000,000 to 1?
Yeah, it's good when you're rolling ones.
Did you buy a lottery ticket last week?
Oh, you fool.
So, anyone beat 12?
Yes.
I equal 12.
I also equal 12.
Segale?
13.
13. Anyone higher than 13? Anyone taking on 13? No? Okay, 13 it is. Segale. 12.
What am I going to do? I've got 2 HP.
So,
Drink a potion.
so we need to compare.
That would be
initiatives.
great, Pete, if I had
See
a
who
potion.
goes first.
Oh, we
and
do,
12.
don't we? We do, don't we? What's your initiative?
Mine is 53.
Okay, what's your initiative?
28. Oh, 12.
No, your initiative stat.
Oh, 28.
28. Okay, so it goes Bagric, Necro.
Spooky ghosts.
I don't think that's a spoiler saying he's a necromancer.
What?
And Corvin. Right, then who's next?
It's me.
What did you get?
8.
8.
9.
9. So Morgan is next. 8 is 12. And 3.
Sorry, so what was the noise we heard? I think I missed.
Breaking wood
So
and...
no,
breaking
like a box full of mud rattling. Like when one of the skeletons kind of put out these
in our
things.
room?
No, in the other warehouse.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And you'd heard the skeletons surge into the alleyway in between and explode. You know, there was
Something was going
definitely
on.
that.
Well,
So
we
there's
heard
like a whole.
a bang.
It could be another bomb.
Yeah.
all manner of things.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like anyone's a proficient wizard in the party.
Well,
No, that's true.
I love the fact the comments you're getting, Leon, on Corvin's like ineptitude. He's like really clumsy, but then does like something really amazing. It's great. It's great. Rincewind, I think, was the. Okay, cool. Right, so we're top of the round. We're going to start with Segale. Yeah, people are moving around. There's stuff going on. You've just smashed all these skeletons, and you're bleeding, you're hurt. Do you have a healing potion?
There's a shouting dwarf in the room.
What do you want to do in your round?
I shout, "Come, dwarf, we must help the others," and charge out
Okay.
into the street.
So you charge out into the street, and in the street, you can see Corvin looking at the building with a strange like that. And
50 eyes.
Torvald is like, I don't know, probably reloading a crossbow.
reloading, yeah.
Reloading his crossbow. And there is like ash and shattered shards of bone, which wasn't there, 5 minutes ago, all in like swept into the kind of edges of the street next to the warehouse, like something's kind of, and you can hear a vague noise from the other warehouse.
Can I do anything else? Or...
You could get to the doorway, the warehouse door, to
No,
look
first
in.
I'll say, Monsieur Applebaum, are you alright? Because I assume that you're dying, because I saw you explode.
Oh, no, we didn't.
I thought we did see him.
No, we charged into the warehouse and
You're
then
covered
he
in blood.
exploded.
I assume.
You are covered in blood.
Absolutely fine, Sigale. This way. I'm going to point into the building that I see all the black mold.
Okay. Right. Next is Bagric.
How solidly built is this warehouse? I'm asking for reasons.
If you were wearing a plate, you might be able to run through the wall, but you...
No. There's a door into the office there, and I know there's a door on the other side because I saw it from the outside.
Yes.
So, does it look particularly strong? I mean, could a armoured dwarf barreling with a shield just kind of punch through?
Through a door
Yeah.
into the office you're in. The warehouse.
So there's a warehouse and then
Yep.
there's an office. So there's a door from where I am
Yep.
into the office, and
Yep.
then there's a door from the office out to the street.
Yes. Oh, you want to barrel through
I just
there.
want to basically
Okay,
barrel
that's fine.
straight through.
You just...
You know,
you're
in
like,
Bagric's
"Ugh."
usual subtle fashion.
Yes. Yes.
Like a brick.
So, Corvin, as you say, quick, Sir Gale, this way, into the building. The door to the right erupts. Bagric, like, appears out through the hole. Like,
While he's kind of shielded up, battering his way, just wood splintering as he's travelling through, he's going to be reaching into his bag and pulling out a healing potion.
okay.
Well, shouting.
Manling, you might want this!
You're going to throw it to him.
Come on, Roger.
No, it's glass!
Not glass. It's not...
It's not plastic, is it?
No, but it's like a ceramic thing with leather wrapped around
Come on,
it.
Roger.
Drop
Okay,
it.
all
Throw
right.
it.
I believe.
You didn't believe hard enough.
I did not believe hard enough. I fail by a success level.
You can't just hand it to him.
No, he threw it.
Okay, fine.
No, because he ran out the big door
Oh, yes,
and I ran out the
true.
little
No,
door.
true.
So-
Yes.
So I
just
there
kind
is
of-
a distance between them. So you
Just
throw it.
heft
So
it.
he failed by...
A success level.
I will use a fate point to reroll, because I also failed. Is it agility?
Yes.
Oh, I failed.
Oh, no, dexterity.
That's...
Is it dexterity or ballistic skill for throwing? Because
Oh, no, it's ballistic skill for throwing.
Okay, damn. If it was dexterity, I would have smashed that.
I
That
failed.
was the thing we were trying not to do.
37, 31.
So it floors to 3 and 3.
So zero, minus 1. It hits the floor.
In front of you.
Does
Yeah.
it smash?
No. If you'd got more negative success levels, maybe 3 negative success levels, it would have
That's
smashed.
what I got before I used the fate point.
All right,
But now
there you go.
when
There
you
is a-
open it, it's going to fizz. And
Yeah.
There is a dull thump, but there is no
You know
scratch.
when you
Yes.
dropped your Coke and then you open the thing?
Yeah,
does
yeah, absolutely.
Luckily, they're not carbonated.
Right, Bagric, that's your go. Next, it's me. So you can actually see into the warehouse.
Oh, can I? I didn't realise that door
like
was
at an
open.
angle.
The
Oh, of course,
skeletons
the big-
burst
the big-
out.
Yeah, the big double doors.
Oh, shit,
Spooky
yes.
green light.
And you can see, yeah, have you got to make a terror roll?
33.
Is that a pass?
Yes.
Okay, now make a fear roll.
12.
28. It's also a pass.
How many success levels?
3. Oh, is it cool?
Yes.
4.
You are fine.
What's your cool? Oh, that's
He
very
is
good.
super cool.
I'm also
Can
quite
never seem
cool.
to find.
Willpower 57 and actually have points in cool as well.
You're just so cool.
Of course I
Okay.
am. I'm a dwarf.
That's true.
Dwarfs are
Magic.
cool.
Corvin's going to
Magic,
pop his
magic,
collar.
magic.
I said cool, not stylish. Although Bagric thinks he's stylish. He's got lots of metal.
It's very metal.
Petty arcane spell.
I'm so
Here you go.
proud.
show going while Peter's moves.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Tor,
just
what are you wearing?
finding the appropriate spell.
While we're doing that,
He
how
also
do
looks
potions
dapper
work?
to a dwarf.
Isn't it
Lawrence
toughness
is going to
bonus?
find.
Toughness bonus for a healing potion.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You just heal back your
yes,
toughness
'cause you looked
bonus.
that one
Yeah,
up,
I
didn't you?
looked it up yesterday.
Yeah, wicked.
You heal back your toughness bonus.
In wounds, yeah.
Can I do that, or do I need to wait for my thing? Did I do that already?
No, I think it's when you do it in your initiative. I don't know, actually.
It's not your turn yet.
But I started the combat, kind of.
And yet I still went first.
Yes.
Like a little time lag.
Well, no, as she...
Right.
I ran out.
So, it turns. No, he's not going to do that one. That's that. No, because that he'll
it
need
have
to
bright
channel.
eyes?
He'll need to channel to do
Cast
that. One.
Hands of Dust kills you
He's going to
instantly.
do that. Right, here we go. He turns around and he points. This necromancer turns around. He's got pale, pallid skin, deep, pits in his face. There's a slight greeny tinge to his eyes, and he brings down his staff, which has got like a large skull on the end of it, with some sort of
Cliche.
crystal jammed in the mouth of it. Oh yeah, you gotta
You
big it up
never
for a
see an
necromancer.
attractive necromancer, do you?
He's not bad looking. He looks like he might have been handsome once,
Yeah.
but now he looks like he might be a fairly powerful necromancer. He just looks really
He
magic.
looks like
a
a
bit
human
dead.
with a big stick, glowy stick.
He does, and he's pointing at you, and he's casting a spell at you.
It's a crap.
Right, so all power yards, casting number 4. Oh, look at that! I rolled a 10,
What was the spell?
which means I shoot you in the
We're
head
about to find out.
with a bolt.
Do I get a defense against that like I would a shooting attack?
I don't think you do.
No,
It's Majarki.
it's a magic missile.
Alright, okay.
Yep.
I don't know how that works.
It
Well,
just
you are a
hits.
dwarf.
Magic resistance.
Yes.
I'm a dwarf.
Yes.
was just
I don't know
looking
how
for
that works.
one. I'm
Now,
just looking
I think
for
it's been FAQ
It's been
since
been
then.
errated
Has it?
because that's
OP.
so. The rule is, the success level of any spell affecting you is reduced by 2 per point you have in this talent. The success level of a spell is only modified by the highest magic resistance talent within its target area.
What's your magic resistance?
I'm assuming 1 because it's a dwarf racial
Yes.
thing.
So I think you've got 1, so that reduces by 2. So still successful because he was going to have extra successes, so it's reduced the damage.
That's good.
So that is 5 points of damage.
I'll take a damage.
You'll take a
How
damage.
come you only take 1?
Well, I'm assuming I get my toughness bonus and stuff.
I think so. This is where it says this is a magic missile.
I think it says he just does damage. I don't think it says anything about ignoring.
Magic missiles.
Oh.
I'm
there's
assuming
some
it's not going to ignore.
Its damage is reduced by the target's toughness and armor points as normal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and armour.
You can't reduce to 0.
Yeah, it
One's
always
a
does
minimum.
1 point of damage.
If it wasn't, my toughness bonus alone is enough to soak that. But
And he steps backwards, and you can see these 2 spectral creatures there in front of him. They're starting to drift forwards. Corvin, you can see something comes through the doorway to hit Bagric, and it seems to hurt him, which is like a shock. No, it didn't.
at most, you'd probably got that's a response.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's more than has ever happened since Corvin's known you.
A blast of magic to the face, and Bagric looks irritated.
Yeah. Well, you haven't got your helmet on.
No, he's just got a coif. But again, my toughness would be enough to drop that to
That's
0
true.
if you could.
That's very true.
Okay, I can't see in the warehouse, so I want to walk towards the doors.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can move up easily.
Yeah, I
with your
want to walk towards the doors to see.
Well, there's definitely a wizard.
terror roll.
Come on. Natural 1.
No.
Maybe a reroll?
What did I get?
I mean, it could have been worse.
Oh, 20. No, 62.
Isn't that 92?
Oh, yeah. How do you tell this?
Oh, that's a very bad
yeah, because
thing.
it's on the left. Shut up, everyone. Okay.
Fortune point.
Yes.
Yes.
Nope.
54. So no, I failed by 1.
Okay. So you take 3 broken conditions.
Corvin, sit in the bar. Yet
What is a
again.
broken condition,
That's a
Pete?
good question.
I'll look that up while you continue.
Yes. Okay. I'm guessing then that means...
Don't worry, you continue, I'll look.
After resolving the psychology test, the creature causes fear, with a fear rating equal to its terror rating. So, make a fear test.
As well.
Better.
27, I passed that.
How many success levels?
2.
Okay, so, it's an extended test, so you haven't passed it yet. You are in fear of these creatures, and at -1 success level on all tests to affect the source of your fear, you may not move closer. If it comes closer to you, you must pass a cool test or gain a broken condition. Another one of those
So
tasty
even
broken.
though you passed, I thought you passed.
I failed the terror test and then I
Passed
the
your fear test. But it's an extended fear test, and he needs to get 3 success levels on fear test to not be scared of them. You've got 2. You can roll again next turn. If you get another success level, you're done.
So with broken, you are terrified, defeated, panicked, or otherwise convinced you're
This
going
is where
to
you
die.
jumped in a barrel
On your
before.
turn, your move and action must be used to run away as fast as possible until you're in a good hiding place beyond the sight of any enemy.
This is when you jumped in a barrel last time, isn't it?
Then you can use your action on a skill that allows you to hide more effectively. You also receive a -10 penalty to all tests that don't involve running and hiding. You cannot test a rally from being broken if you are engaged with an enemy. If you are unengaged at the end of each round, you may attempt a cool test to remove a broken condition, with each success level removing an extra broken condition. So basically you have to go run and hide until you can
Wait.
rally yourself.
Wait. You can use resolve.
Oh, if you spend a full round hiding out of line of sight of any enemy, you can remove one broken condition. So you'll remove one automatically once you get away from them.
Yeah, but you've moved this turn, so...
I'm just going to stand there and stare at them for a bit.
So you can use a point of resolve to remove one condition.
So I've already got 3, was it?
You've got 3, yeah.
I spent a resolve last game. I don't really want to open up with another one going.
Oh, you spent one, didn't you? But then
spent
you
a
destroyed lots of
resilience.
undead. Did you resilience or resolve?
Both. Because I used
Yes.
the resilience to get
Oh, so your
rid of the
resolve
bleeding,
goes... Yeah, so your resolve goes
and
down.
then resolve to guarantee me the crit.
Other way around.
challenge.
But
Other
yes.
way around, yeah.
Okay.
Why do they both start with R?
But how many resolve do you have?
So do
I have
fate
2
and
left.
fortune.
2 left.
Start with
Start
F,
with
I mean.
R.
Well, you know, if you wanted to, you could use
So that wouldn't get rid of all of them. That would just get rid of
2 of them. You can spend a resolve to get rid of a
2.
condition. So 2 resolve will get rid of 2 conditions.
Oh.
It's incredibly hard to get back.
Well, resolve actually is more about if you fulfill what you are meant to be doing, then, like, destroying undead, you might get a resolve point back.
Hint. Depends how nice your GM is, really.
Yeah.
So you're not getting them back.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Morgan's pretty good on this one, I think.
Ethereal!
Go and hide in a coffin.
I will run off and try to get myself back together.
Out of
before
curiosity,
So you run through
Well,
the...
I can't run away because I've already moved.
Well, you turn...
So I turn to
You turn to run through the hole that Bagric just punched in the door.
Let me just do my yelp when I turn.
Okay. Great. Excellent.
And,
who's going to run back into the other thing? Find a dead corpse.
yeah. Okay. Right. Next we have Morgan.
Okay, right. So, was potion last turn or now?
No, you drank it.
Good.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
checking
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you got to do something
Yes.
before everybody else.
Just yes.
Yes.
Right. How far away, approximately, is everything for reasons?
They
Given that everything's
are-
measured in approximately multiples of 6 yards.
They are
Say.
probably about 10 yards away from you.
Okay.
You could move a little bit closer and they're 4 yards and they'd be 6 yards away from you. How many squares it was on the screen.
Can I move and shout at people? Because, that's cool, right?
Yes, you can shout for free.
And then that will... I can move and do, say, a blessing.
That's an action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so you can do a move in there.
Yes, yeah. I thought you meant shout at people like, what the fuck are you doing?
I wouldn't shout at him. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, true. You
He's
just see the back
outside
of him.
somewhere, yeah.
You can see fluttering,
You probably
flowing
would have heard the
robes.
That's
Oh yeah, everyone heard that.
that
Even
is-
Sir Gale heard that.
And my perception's terrible.
Yeah.
I look a coward in front of Bagric.
Are you ashamed?
A little bit.
What are you doing, Morgan?
So I'm going to stride forwards towards the guy and his 2 friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shout at him.
Okay.
Not do anything else.
What are you going to shout at him? Are you going to do a blessing? Some sort of magic?
Well,
Prayer? A miracle? What are they called?
Batman.
Prayers are, blessings.
Batman.
Another one. I'm just gonna. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, you are Batman. Though,
Blessings.
Well, no,
Blessings
Batman in
are
this
the-
thing would be a bad thing. It'd probably be a vampire.
Blessings are the general ones, and
Yeah.
then prayers or miracles are
Yeah.
the
The super duper
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? You're doing a miracle.
I don't know if it'll be enough in range. I could just believe. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's do the thing. We're gonna do the thing.
Let's not get
I'm gonna go horribly
sued
wrong.
by anyone.
Although
call
musical
in.
songs are available.
Okay. So you're doing... What miracle are you doing?
I kind of want to just try destroy undead
Do it!
because that seems legit.
Absolutely. Right, how does this work then?
Well, first of all,
Test.
yeah, stride forwards,
Yep.
throw the door aside because I was in the other room.
Yep.
So yeah, throw the door aside.
Bangs against the wall. The necromancer's head turns.
Heresy! Blasphemy! I return these souls to rest, and you with them!
And he looks at you with pure hatred in his eyes. And he's like... And there's a little edge of... oh, fuck. The dwarf sword.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The one weapon in the party that can hurt the goat.
As you pull it out, there is a resounding shing. And you pull it out, and there's like the kind of glow from the light in the room twinkles off the edge of the blade.
Doves fly.
Because you know,
Ravens
Twinkles is
fly.
totally
There's a
a word.
raven. Somewhere in the distance, a raven flies into the room.
Well, you say that. If I now call upon the sight of my lord,
Can't France.
and what?
Well, it's true.
And yeah, Lord Moore and your gaze, lend me your strength. And so technically, do you want me to make sure stuff works first, or describe things, or how do you want to
You might want to roll.
Yeah.
Let's
because-
roll. Let's roll.
Otherwise,
so what do I
it's
need
like
to
a-
check on? Well, I'm still good. It's fine.
Now.
I've got his attention.
If you wanted
Definitely
to,
got his attention.
if you wanted to, Sam,
Yes.
you could spend a point of resilience to get the number you want.
I
To make
could.
this super
but you
duper
can
cool.
roll first.
You
And
can
then
roll
decide to do that.
first.
Well, let's see how
Come on, Sam. I
um,
believe in your rolling.
Do it.
my extra awesome
Shame we don't have a dice cam.
for my super
Ooh,
suspicious
drum roll.
A dice
warpstone
cam would be quite
dice. So we are checking on a prey roll.
Yep. What's your prey skill?
62.
Okay, that's good.
I'm a priest.
This is when
Yeah.
we want a natural one.
That's what I do.
Is that a natural one?
It's a pass. It's not a great pass.
What did you
is
get?
58.
If you're close enough, it doesn't need to
One
be a great
success
pass.
level.
1.
What's does it do?
Okay, well, the range is base 4 yards, which isn't close enough, depending on how close I've strode.
You can move that closer so it's
Yep.
close enough.
Yep, okay.
So you're quite
Well,
close to
then
them all
that's
then.
enough, because if they're all... yeah.
Yep.
So... shall I just read out the thing?
Read the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
out, yeah.
You call upon the power of Moor to smite all undead.
Cool.
A black fire ripples forth from your body in a perfect circle.
Oh, like from your hat.
Well, I think probably, as...
I draw the sword
Yeah.
out.
for fellowship bonus yards, which is 4.
Okay.
All potential targets with undead creature trait lose 1d10, which is going to go exactly how we know it is. Wounds,
Resilience.
ignoring toughness bonus and AP.
Oh.
Any undead destroyed by this miracle can never be raised with necromancy again.
Oh, nice.
This is when the fact that
For every +2, which I didn't get, I
The
can...
fact that you're undead comes to
thanks
light.
to an armor vampire comes back to bite me.
Shit. Yeah. Bagrick's been an undead dwarf this whole time.
Spoilers!
Yeah,
Okay,
you know how
cool.
he doesn't die. Well...
So as you draw the sword out
Turns out Torvald's
and the
necromancer.
raven flies into the
So,
room.
when Moore's power is is kind of summoned, the general descriptors tend to be this black kind of fire with obviously there's no heat to it.
Yeah.
But it's a very clean, like it's not. Do you know how you were describing the death magic as like moldy
creepy and
It's not. It's
like
very
brave
clean,
and bold,
black, but, and also the cawing of ravens.
Oh well, there you go.
So
Excellent. Yeah. And this sweeps out around you.
Yep, in a
And
circle.
there's fear in his face, and he's like, no! And let's roll damage.
And I roll my 1d10.
Remember, you can use resilience
I
on this one,
can, but
if
it
you want
feels
to. Or
like
fortune.
cheating.
That's the point.
Just using your. This is Moore's power
My initial
channeling
like,
through you.
just
Just roll
I
a
believe
10.
in you.
willpower.
Oh, it's a 5.
This could have been worse.
What do you want to do? 5. Ooh.
I think that's quite a good roll.
Oh, a 10's probably not going to kill them, so...
I'll do it. Screw it. Let's do the thing. This is Morgan's thing.
You
Come
could try
on.
a fortune point re-roll first, if you wanted.
Wouldn't you have been better off using your... If you're going to use one of
To
your
roll
fancy
it,
points
to put the number
to put it to
down.
a 1, so you do it like
So I just
repeatedly.
crit the-
So you just go boom, boom, boom. Because doesn't it wave per thing or
No,
something?
I can keep doing it because it's an instant cast.
Well, if you can keep
Okay.
doing it, just
What do you get for more success levels?
You increase the area effect.
Oh.
Oh, okay, fine.
That's not
That's
really
fine. No, that's not a problem.
No.
Because you've moved up.
Yeah,
Right,
so
so
it's
they're
more,
actually
doing
the
it.
damage roll is more important.
Okay, yes,
But yes,
it is.
I can just keep
well then 5's
doing
fine.
it. So okay, cool. We'll run with it. We'll run with
5
it.
damage.
Because if you can keep doing it,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they've only
Keep
got
doing 5,
45 wounds each.
what?
We don't do that. Plus, yeah, the guy, I've definitely
I
got
need
his
an adult.
attention. So you know.
Now they may be immune to normal weapons, but they're not immune to drop kicks.
That's no normal weapon.
That's not a normal weapon, so technically I'm correct.
Okay, so Morgan unleashes this miracle. Bagric, you see now, and before
Fire
you,
and judgment.
the power of the manling god Moor, and it's pretty spectacular.
Also, this is the first time Morgan's actually done
Yeah,
a proper
Proper miracle.
You
With
hear the
this
cawing
party.
of ravens.
Absolutely. And the core of ravens. And as you kind of look around, there are now a line of ravens sitting on the top of the warehouse,
That's
Right
always
there.
looking down at you. Moore knows you very well, but anyway. Bagric. But,
He's heard of
Don't know what you're talking about.
yeah. Okay, next we have Torvald. You're like, you finish reloading and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then all these ravens are around and you're like, there's either some kind of weird microclimate going on or Morgan's done some magic.
Plus, you would have seen the kind of bolt of magic hit Bagric in the face.
And then Corvin running down the alleyway.
Well, technically,
I just think you're really scared of ravens.
technically, the only miracle I've done so far
Yeah.
is just Last Rites, and that doesn't have any particular kind of showy
Yeah.
anything to it. That's just,
Yeah.
my job.
This is exciting.
Cool. Okay.
So
Torvald.
this is new for everyone.
Torvald sort of he watches one go, he sees Segel stomping the other way, and Bagric has burst out of things, just kind of like business as usual, right? Where's a target? And basically just run up along basically as Corvin's going one way, I'll go the other, and I'll basically join Segel at the edge of the doors,
Okay.
Hello.
and sort of
I'm trying to pick up this thing.
Oh, hang on. No, he's down by the little door. Bagric's up by the big door where the blast came out of.
I'll basically head towards the large doors. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You get to the doors and you look in. 2 big ghosts.
Yeah.
Make a terror test.
Spooky, spooky, spooky.
Nope. Doesn't phase him.
Okay.
He just comes around the corner.
I meant nobody didn't
No,
pass.
yeah.
Like, Corvin's not alone.
Comes around the corner and just goes, "This might be complicated."
Yeah,
Fear test.
Fear
dwarves
test.
are very good at this because of their willpower. bonus.
Shoot one. Shoot a necromancer, actually.
Yeah, that's 5 degrees of success.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you're okay.
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to do?
Can't hurt that. What? I'd like to hurt that. I'd like to hurt that. The manling looks squishy.
Okay. Go for it.
So unaimed shot because obviously I've moved up.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
No. no, that missed.
hits the wall. You're distracted by all the magic going on. You're like, "Ugh," and Raven's in your face.
And Corval's screaming. They're not Corval's
Right.
I'll go to the Necromancer and shot one of the ghosts, and it just goes straight through it.
Spooky ghost turn, I think.
It is the spooky ghost's turn, and one of them raises its scythe, and with that
Ghost of the
scream,
farmer.
swings at Morgan. Right, here we go. Opposed roll.
Oh, do I get a thing for doing stuff?
I have one success.
Oh, yeah. You'll probably get advantage for
No.
nuking them, won't you?
Yeah.
Well, surely you can.
Go for it.
No, why not?
Yes. Get your tokens out, Roger. And we actually had a comment on one of our last videos by Otto saying advantage is a success level bonus, not a +10. But he's wrong. And there was a conversation in the comments which corrected him.
Oh, was it? Oh, cool.
Yeah. But it's good to have those kind of conversations so everyone kind of irons out the rules, because sometimes we're wrong.
Because we're all right.
Shut up, Leon. Shut up. Sometimes we're
all
wrong. Not always.
And this has a lot of fiddly bits. It's a great game.
That's gone.
but
fine.
There's a
Oh,
lot
no,
of
it's there.
fiddly.
The other
We'll get
one's
it
gone.
later.
That's
Okay.
your sparkly silver Bretonian ones.
Ah! You can tell by the smell of cheese.
Okay, cool. So, Morgan, you have advantage.
Go on, Morgan.
It has passed with one success level as it swings its weapon at you.
Parry?
So yeah, you make your melee.
So, I did this wrong last time because I was looking at my base weapon skill.
Okay.
But I actually
Have got
have
melee basic.
something.
And
Or I had the +10 from the sword or something.
Sword
if
gives you
you've got
plus
any,
10.
Yeah.
if you've got any
Melee
melee
skill?
basic, it adds to it. That'll be in the right hand.
That one.
Yes, I do.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm on 57, which is a whole lot better than I thought I was.
With the plus 10
yes.
for the sword? Okay. So 57.
Pass.
How many success levels?
1, 2, and that one?
3.
Yep.
Yep.
3. Okay, so you win by 2.
Yep.
So it brings this screech. It brings it down. And there's almost a look of shock on its dead face as it clashes with your sword.
Oh, it's like the King of the
And there's like a spark of energy, and it like reels back
not
like this.
expecting
It
that.
was not expecting that.
blade was
and you're
broken.
like, ha ha. Okay,
You get
the other one.
advantage.
The other one charges Bagric, gaining advantage.
And Bagric charges.
Do those who have
don't
now
have any
seen it
tempted.
have to take a terror test?
Years.
Because this is the first time I've
Oh,
seen
because it's
it.
come out the
Come out the door.
Yeah.
Come out the door.
You're so brave, you'll be fine. Yeah.
Thank you for believing in me.
Oh, they both took 5 damage, didn't
And then
they?
you have to
Yep.
fear test.
And then
Sorry, I've passed
It's not a
that.
bad dodge test. The Bagric knows what a ghost is likely to do.
the Necromancer
Ooh,
doesn't
failed
unless
the
he's
fear
actually undead.
Sorry?
-2 on the fear check. Pass
So I
the
passed the terror
Yeah.
by 3,
Yeah.
failed the fear by 2.
Okay, so you're at -2 on the fear test. It's an extended test.
Fate point!
Okay.
No, I passed.
Okay, how many success levels?
My call is 46, I got a 22.
So you got 2. So you need one more until you're not scared of it. Because it's got
Oh no,
fear
he
3.
re-rolled the fear test.
Yeah, no, but it's
But it's
fear
fear 3, which means you need 3 success levels. So you just got 2, so now you only need 1 more. You can roll again next
So you
turn.
can stare at it a bit.
But you can't go towards it.
Until you'll be fine.
It's alright, you can drink that potion
face.
at your feet.
Okay. So
Sigel does
I
not
got
understand the concept of fear.
4 success levels.
What's my dodge? Aha! I got 5. I rolled a 6 to dodge.
Okay, cool. Right.
So it loses its advantage and I gain
It
one.
does. There we go.
Because I have to dodge these.
Hang on. Just got to check its little abilities.
Being spooky.
Spooky, spooky,
yes.
spooky.
Ghosts.
Good ghost.
How far is it charged?
It's moved out of the range of your thing now.
For now.
Because it's got a movement of 6. Because it's just a wispy ghost.
Well, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Well, I can't
Roger,
be
you
a
should
ghost.
do that more often.
I can't be a Ghostbuster. I actually can't hurt this thing.
Yes, you can. Just believe.
Just believe. Right, okay. Here we go.
Just
Right, back round to the beginning. Sir Gale.
pass my fear check by 1. So
Okay.
now I'm not afraid.
You are not afraid.
BV, not
So down the
Spinach?
down the health potion and upgraded a mighty 3 levels of health.
Is your toughness bonus only 3?
My toughness bonus is 3.
You call yourself a knight. They can't upgrade
Knights
their toughness.
can't upgrade
I know.
toughness.
which is silly. Anyway,
Thankfully,
charge
that's
the
one of the things I can.
yes.
I charge the ghost.
Okay, so you get advantage.
Hi-yah! I hit it. Hopefully,
Where you
It's
go?
ignoring you.
does my sword just go through it?
Yes.
It's
You do.
though.
If that had been someone alive and non-ethereal, corporeal even, you would have cut them in half, which is
Do I
extremely
now
galling.
lose my advantage?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, I don't know. Does it have to oppose the weapon skill? Otherwise, surely he'd gain it? I don't know. I'm not sure how that works.
I'll oppose you. Here we
Cool.
go.
Thank you. Thank you
I
for
got
opposing.
2 success levels.
So I win by 2.
Okay. So you did strike it, so you get advantage, but you don't inflict any damage because it's ethereal.
This is why I need
Okay.
holy magic. If we just displace it with space by just doing this.
They can just get a vacuum cleaner. Okay, next is Bagric.
Okay, but we can't have 3 Gimlis in this party.
I'm going to spend my advantage to just move away from it, and I'm going to charge the Necromancer. But as I run past, I go, "Piss off, ghost!"
Okay, so you charge the Necromancer.
So I spend it, but I gain
Yep.
1 because I charged.
Yes.
A blowing tactic would have worked.
Oh, that's not good.
I got 6 success levels.
I got -1.
So 7.
So 7,
Well, he was right to look
11.
uncomfortable.
Yes.
16, 18 wounds.
Ooh, nice.
That is very uncomfortable.
To the 82 left leg, Mr. Lawrence.
Well, you are quite small.
Okay.
I'm just far away.
I gave up on last week. It was too
Okay.
much destruction.
Right. It's his go. So you've just done that.
I'm
to him.
assuming he didn't look very comfortable.
Oh no, you've really hurt him, and he's bleeding all down his leg and everything, and it's like
Curse of this.
really, really bad. Right, hang on. Some of these are a bit crap, really. Not for this situation. Not just in general.
Open lock.
For being in combat with an angry dwarf.
Yeah,
I don't know, if he was wearing
prerequisite.
his plate, it might be useful.
Prerequisite. Must be in combat with an angry dwarf. Okay,
Just a
he's
spell.
going to cast a
At arm's
spell
length.
on himself. No, he's actually quite good at this.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Had to.
That's just.
Magic missile straight to the heart.
Okay, so he teleports.
Nice.
Ow, my soul.
Into your hiding place.
Yeah, he's right next to you, like, ah!
I don't think I was scared of him.
No, you weren't. Okay. You may increase the distance traveled by your roleplaying bonus.
It's a spell
Okay.
called Skitter Leap.
Yep, so he disappears. And this kind of black mist kind of goes around him, and then he almost kind of implodes, kind of.
Say that sound again. That was really good. Yeah, I like that.
Displaced air.
Yeah, exactly. They're coming out of my lungs. Right, next it's Corvin. Bagric, you're quite annoyed. He literally just disappeared in front of you.
So I'm broken. So how did I get over broken? Do I
Cool
have to-
test.
Cool tests.
You got out of sight of them as well.
Yeah. Oh no, I
Yeah.
didn't get to move, did I? Because I'd already moved, so I just turned around.
Oh,
so
yes.
I've got to start by running.
Yes.
to get outside.
You're standing next to the ghost is right next to you. In fact,
He is.
Yeah.
I've got to run away from him.
yeah.
There is a Sir Gale in between you.
So I'm
That's
gonna. It's probably easier for me to run into the hole that Bagric made in the building and duck
Yes,
inside
You'll
the
have
other
to
It is.
slide because it's quite small. Spaceball sliding.
Very cool.
Power slide.
Yeah, like a
you
rock
say-
star slide
Yeah,
down
yeah.
on my knees.
Holding your staff like a guitar.
Yeah, and then
As you
using
go
that limbo
through.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
God. So I
I'm not going to make you roll for that.
run away into the building.
I'm going to let you do that because that's awesome.
And then I hide around the corner.
Okay.
So do I get to roll?
Because you're hiding and you can't see them, you can get rid of a broken. You can make a cool test.
Okay.
Cool.
You know that just because you can't see them doesn't mean that they can't see you, though, right? It's like, oh, I'm safe.
Failed my cool test.
Fortune point?
Yeah, I'll do it.
That looks better.
Equals.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
equals,
Yeah. So you lose broken
0.
condition.
So I lose.
2 resolve points to get rid of the other ones?
It's just fish in there.
Just saying.
Can you take a dark deal?
Just saying.
Nah, Morgan's got this.
Can you take a dark
Oh yeah, corruption point if you want to get over more. This fear is taking a grip of you. Maybe you could use it, turn it into anger, and fight back.
Use your anger, it makes you
Yes.
strong.
You know, it's corruption. It's creeping in. I can help.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy.
Okay, right. So after Corvin, it's Morgan. This creature is like reeled back, but you can see it's preparing to attack you again.
But the necromancer's just vanished.
Necromancer just bamfed out.
Cowards! And having parried Didn't mean him. Having parried the side,
Yeah.
I want to manoeuvre around to be not
Like
away
near Bagric.
from it,
Yeah.
but closer to where the other one went.
Oh yeah, you can do that. It's like jostling for
Because
position.
I know that if I'm in the middle-ish,
He's a
you
bit
know.
too far away
No,
from
no,
you.
I don't mean exactly.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
mean,
sure.
I'm fine to
Yeah,
have.
you want to be between
I'm fine
them.
to have melee combat with this one, but if I can get closer-ish to
That's
the
fine.
other one.
So you're staying engaged, but manoeuvring round.
Yep.
So you're not disengaging, you're
No.
just manoeuvring round.
Yep.
That's fine.
So, do I continue to hit it, or do I have another go with Destroy Undead? That's kind of obvious, really, isn't it?
Isn't Destroy Undead a thing you can channel?
No,
Do you
but
have
it
to
is an
keep-
instant cast.
Oh, so you have to keep casting it.
Yes. That's the difference between the prayers and
Oh,
the
right.
miracles and the spells.
Yep.
Go on then.
Go for it.
Priests and wizards.
Do you lose anything by casting it?
No.
There you go.
And you can't even get like a miscast, can you?
No,
It's not magic like
No,
that.
it's
No,
up, it's
unless
up to you.
unless I piss off my god, which, as long as I'm fighting the undead, I think I'm okay in his
I think
books.
you're all right.
Yeah. So, yes, so I shall, do that, move around again, and as I swing around again, shout out again some more.
Cool.
And swear at the necromancer, because he's run away.
Yep, absolutely.
Fire
Okay.
again.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So,
Rolling again.
pray roll as it goes.
Better than last time. It's still a pass, but it's still bad.
You get your 2 advantages.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Okay, so, 2.
2 success levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Which
doubles
is,
his range, doesn't
hang on, 4, no, it's 4, yeah, so 8 yards of,
It's not quite far
that's
enough.
fine. Still looks awesome.
It looks really. You see, like you're juicing
So
it up. You're getting more
fighting-
powerful. You're like,
Fighting this one still.
the
Yeah.
next one's just going to take out the building. It's like-
So did it hit the first one there?
it still
Well,
hits
hit
the one.
that
hits the
I'm in
one.
combat with.
Yes, it hits the one in
just
front
won't
of
get
you.
the one behind
So
me.
make your damage roll.
Yeah. 1d10. 8. That's better.
Nice.
8R.0 damage O.
Do I get another thing for doing stuff?
Another thing for
Advantage.
doing stuff. Yes, both of those things.
I'm glad you knew exactly what I meant there.
I did.
Yeah.
Cool. Our viewers will enjoy that one, and listeners on the podcast.
I'm sure they know what I meant.
Okay, so your black fire bursts out as you swing your sword once
Yep.
again, and the creature's body is like breaking apart, and crumbs of it are like
Wisps
some
of
invisible wind is
spooky-
kind of
Yep.
whisking it away, and it seems to be falling apart and it's screeching as it happens. Torvald, you can see this going on. You can see there's a ghost fighting Sir Gale. Sorry. And Bagric, you see the Necromancer bamf out in front of Bagric. That's really going to piss him off. And Corvin ran through the hole in the door.
Shoot the ghost.
I've got to reload.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yes, that's your round. Is that your action?
I will reload.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm reloading, there will be a very definite grumble in Kazalid, which is a prayer. Is actually going to be a call on the Dwarven ancestors or on Valea
Cool.
as the protector and the protector of the dead. I think. Yeah. To basically call on her to protect me, those around us, and to return these spirits to where they belong.
Okay. Cool. You guys hear some Kazalid.
It's actually relatively cadenced Kazalid.
Yeah. Like the ringing of a hammer on an anvil.
Punctuated by click, 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 click of a crossbow being thrown.
He's a reliable chap.
Yes.
It's all that.
Cool.
Whom is next?
Right. It is the spooky ghosty creatures.
Spooky, spooky,
Okay.
spooky.
One is going to attack Morgan.
Yep.
And the other one is going to attack Sir Gale. He did swing at it, so it's kind of like turns around and goes.
No, Bretonian, I'm not going to attack it.
We're going to do attack Morgan first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a roll off.
Yep.
Roll me off.
I got. Oh, hey. I got 3 success levels.
Okay, well, I've got 3 of those already, and I passed with 35 versus
I think
at
Morgan's
least
1 in
2,
total.
so 5.
And I got 3, so you win.
Yep.
Another advantage.
Yep, I dropped it under the table.
Okay, right. Well, yep. Cool. Okay. And
Still Corbin's because he's not
I'm
using
probably
them.
not going to use mine, so you can have one.
Oh, thanks.
the other one is. Oh, hang on.
Don't save the nasty stuff for me, Pete.
Oh no, it needs 2 advantage to do that.
Oh, great.
Right, it's going to swing at you. Here we go, Sir Gale.
Oh.
I think you have to dodge because your weapon,
Well, you can attempt to parry.
your
and see
weapon
what
won't
happens.
parry it.
Okay, cool. I'll
Yeah?
do so.
Because if you do that, I'm going to nullify your success levels. You'll go, ha ha! And it'll just go
Come through.
through you. And
Don't forget your 2 advantage.
They're on cheating. They're on
I
hacks.
think. Or they're. No, yeah, anyway.
They're
let's
on
get
hacks.
Dodge.
81, that's a fail by 4 success
Oh,
levels.
thank God for that. I passed by 2.
There you go.
And
Get an advantage. Okay. Yes, you step to the side.
It passes through those very large wings on the other end. It assumes that there is some head that goes to the full height of
something
the
in there.
helmet.
I'll take off its wings, then it can't fly. Right, and then background to Sir Gale. You're starting to realise that your weapons are not going to work on it. Unless maybe the Lady of the Lake gives you a blessing.
Maybe. But you...
Headbutt.
Do you believe strong enough?
The one problem is that it is a creature of darkness and I am fighting it.
Yes. No, that's
so,
fine. You keep
my
it busy.
belief alone will kill it.
Okay.
Just gotta believe, Pete.
Okay.
So the
sure.
sword comes striking out and I hit it.
What you can do?
I thought of something.
You thought of
What
something?
did you think?
Maybe you would lure it towards Morgan.
By what? Combat rolling?
I'm going to walk on the other side and then walk backwards. Make it come at you.
I can't disengage, can I?
You don't
No.
need to.
But we could say that if you were successful in your melee attack, you didn't.
You don't hit
you
it,
don't
you
hit
draw
it,
it.
but you're like, oh, I'm doing
Maneuver.
the defensive. I'm drawing you this way, so it moves closer to Morgan.
That sounds like a logical thing.
Okay, Leon, I like the idea.
Good
So,
idea.
Gail, let's see how you do. Have you rolled?
I have rolled.
You did pretty well.
I failed on a double.
Oh, an oops.
So that's an oops. A ghost critical. Whoa! Rent a ghost. There's testing your.
This is why I need to take a look.
I'm not
background
sure most
and
of these
age.
are going to affect it, but
If there's any that do any kind of damage, are there any that do any kind of damage?
There's ones that mean you miss movement.
no, they're
Yeah.
Well, roll and see what he
What,
gets.
because it tripped over?
I think it might be.
Doesn't have any feet.
It's undead and it's painless, so I don't think it suffers from that kind of thing.
It looks mildly frustrated.
It failed anyway. So what we'll say is it works.
there is one. But it could.
Did he get it?
17.
That's the one. You catch a part of your anatomy. We recommend you play this for laughs. I'm guessing where it's implying. Lose 1 wound, ignoring toughness bonus or armor points.
Okay.
Basically, it hit itself with
Yeah.
its scythe.
Ghosts.
Yeah. As you're fighting it, like, like on the end of the scythe, it like.
That is
Well, no,
impressive.
it suspects I'll fall in. It's an eagle. It hits itself.
Yeah, I mean, all of these, I think.
And then
don't really
you
meant anything.
like fighting it and like goading it and drawing it back into the warehouse. With your movement, it would be within
Do I get a
2
success
fellowship
for that?
bonus worth of range.
I get advantage for winning that fight now.
You do. That's good. Right.
Fucking Knight of Bretonia, everyone!
Next, it is Bagric.
Okay, so it's a question about the structure of the walls.
What, again?
They're fairly sturdy. It's like they don't want dwarves running through the walls and stealing all their shit.
Yes.
Okay, but a heavy axe blow.
It's like half a tree. It's like they're.
Oh, like
It's
They're serious
It's like
punches.
seriously, you could. It would take you like 10, 15 minutes to hack through the wall.
Where are you?
yeah.
Are you in the walls?
You could try.
Back here, you bloody witch! And Bagric's going to run out and start sprinting around the side of the warehouse. He's got to be around here somewhere.
Okay, that'll take you a little while. But yes, you start running out of the.
Just a
running out,
dwarf
so you
running
lose an
around in
advantage.
circles.
Yeah, but I'm at
Shouting
full
angrily.
sprint.
Sure.
Just shouting angrily as he
Okay,
runs around.
And
next is
a
his
string
go.
of profanity that would make our mother weep. In Cazalet.
4. That's 4.
Your mother was a goblin-loving snail.
I was
Squig
expecting.
snuffer.
I was expecting something else from the Bretonian there.
Yeah. Anyway,
I have no idea.
your
what you're
mother
talking
smelled of elderberries. Anyway, next it is Corvin.
Yeah. Cool
about.
test.
Spooky.
Did you not use your resolve points to?
No.
I
Pass?
passed.
Hey!
You got 1 broken condition left.
Okay, and then I'll go again then as my... Oh, can I do 2? Is it 2
No,
actions?
it's action.
No.
Oh, only 1.
However, you'll automatically recover 1 for being out of their line of sight.
Ah,
Oh, what, at the
At
end
the
of
end
the
of
Oh, but
the
you
round.
would have done anyway last turn.
he did last time, I
No,
think.
you made a cool
round?
test.
I passed it.
Okay,
Ah.
so you're actually
Oh, so
okay.
that was my last one gone?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's calmed down enough.
Yay!
He stopped hyperventilating.
It's a different ghost this one, so you have
if
to make
I
another
walk
territory.
back out there again, do I have to make another territory?
No, it's the first time you
Oh, it's the
encounter.
first time. Okay, then I will walk back to my friends and
We mean limbo to them.
Yeah, probably less gracefully this time.
He comes
More
shuffling
fun.
out with his robe
Sorry
over his head
about
and he's
that.
like,
Sorry.
yeah.
I thought I saw a ghost in there.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Help me out.
What do you want to do?
I've just moved out. That's all I can do, isn't it? Pass the cool test and then move.
Move. You got an action.
Oh, I do have an action. Oh,
Yeah.
can I see any of them?
Well, yes, you can see
Well,
the
Sir
one.
Gale is like, this
Isn't-
thing is going.
Isn't the action him kind of result? Like rally?
Is that an action?
I think rally is.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
thought that.
Right,
Okay,
we,
fine.
Sons of Sigmar.
You can see though that Sir Gale seems to be being battered back into the warehouse.
Ghost is winning the fight.
And then you can see Morgan in the background
Don't normally dodge.
with like a really cool looking sword.
Just in Barry is sprinting out around.
Yeah.
chasing
He doesn't.
someone.
He does not look scared.
Angry. Very, very
Someone else
angry.
somewhere is looking scared.
You're really glad that you're not in front of him.
He's just running around in a circle.
Yeah. Morgan, it is your go.
Can you shank it?
You can hear the fighting as you've moved around.
Yep.
You can hear Sir Gale effectively bringing the spirit
party.
closer.
Never seen a man dodge so well in such a tall hat.
Using the hat to taunt him.
He thinks he's fighting an evil.
I can't make a melee attack and do a blessing at the same time.
No, you can't.
That's a real
That's
shame.
called cheating.
This is why I'm asking. I'm just checking.
You could spend a resilience point to get the prey roll that you want, and therefore get some
I'm
fellowship.
not cheating.
Could you take
It's not cheating. You could take a corruption. No, I'm not going to even bother asking Sam if she'll take a corruption point.
She may say yes.
So I'm
She just
going to
went-
continue to maneuver around.
Yeah. Okay.
So who else is? Gale's fighting the other one behind me.
Yes.
Torvald's there somewhere. Bagrick's just gone chasing off after the.
Yeah. Shouting
Okay,
profanities.
so that's fine. That's fine.
They even though
I
they're in
didn't
Kazalik,
understand
they
them,
were
but I
so
understood
obscene.
I don't
Everyone
know,
is revolted.
The first bit was in Reichspiel about the comeback in
Yeah,
you
no,
bloody
yeah.
witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I approve.
You don't have to understand the word, you can fully understand the meaning.
Oh yeah.
And the anger. Such anger.
What are you doing? You're doing your.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Okay, go
Seems
for
to
it.
be working.
Yep.
So continue to kind of maneuver around a bit.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm still going to shout a lot about more and blasphemy and laying to rest and continue.
Go for it.
Sounds all good. All right then. So I'm making another. This is the most amount of prey checks I think I've made in one session ever.
I know. It's like you're using your skills and stuff.
Woo! I rolled a 10.
Hey! Yeah.
You know what you were saying about getting warmed up?
Yeah.
It's like 4, 8, yes.
Cool.
Okay, so that is many. So 5, 6, 7, 8, yes.
Okay, so
Lots.
4 lots of your fellowship bonus on. So 5 lots of your fellowship bonus in total.
20,
20 yards.
I think.
Okay.
maths.
60 feet.
Yep.
Fireball.
And it passes straight through walls and stuff.
Yeah, just like.
And all of you lot.
Yeah.
Hopefully
And you're like,
the guy-
whoa! This sweeping black fire
flames.
just goes out
Bagrick
around.
can't see black at the moment, just red.
Nice.
Would that affect a necromancer if a necromancer was in
No.
range somewhere?
A creature with the undead
He's
So no.
traits.
if he's undead.
If he was
'Cause
like
some
a
are,
lich
some aren't, I think.
or something.
Using a body and living.
Yes. Yes. Well, vampires can summon undead as well. They're not very nice people. Okay, and
We'll deal with them
boom!
accordingly.
It smashes the one in front of you, just
Oh, how much
and
damage does
it's
it
been crumbling. It only had one wound left. Been crumbling away. So this one definitely is destroyed. Would you take a corruption point?
No, but I have fate points because I'm
yeah.
not playing Galva and I actually have fate points. So I'm going to spend.
You're going to hit the other one as well.
You use them for that.
Fortune
I
point.
don't know.
Give me roll
Whichever way
anything.
round it is.
Ah, it's fine.
Alright.
Whichever way round it is. Right. Better than 1, please.
I don't care.
7.
Okay.
So that one's definitely done.
Cool. So you sweep the sword out, and the one in front of you, is already crumbling into the invisible wind, and just shatters, and it's starts to scream, but it's like just a hollow mouth as it dematerializes off. And as you turn around, the one that is coming in to attack Sir Gale, and its scream is cut short, and its arm quivers, and its body tears apart, and the black flame kind of. Sir Gale, you're quite shocked because it kind of sprays across you like.
Bloody hell. Sacre bleu!
But
Completely no effect.
with
to
no
you.
effect to you. And the
Apart from
two
possible mild surprise.
2 wraiths are destroyed.
Ooh.
Bagrick, your feet are pounding the ground.
So angry.
You hear in the distance a horse riding off.
I will run towards the sound of the horse pulling a crossbow.
Okay, so you get round.
You have a crossbow?
Yeah, he's got.
Pulling a crossbow?
Yeah.
Really easily, they're only small.
What sound does a horse pulling a crossbow make? No.
As the crossbow bounces along the ground.
Yeah.
So you round a corner, and you can see down a road quite far away. There is now a horse at full gallop, and there's pretty much evening now, isn't it? Didn't it get to-
Late afternoon.
Late afternoon,
It's
early
been a long
evening.
day for us.
So the sun's getting lower, so there's kind of long shadows. It's still, but you can see him, but there's people moving around. Moving things. Okay. Right. It's going to be at...
I rolled an 11.
It's going to be at -20.
I rolled an 11.
Mm-hmm.
So that is exactly what I needed.
Oh, really?
I have a ballistic skill of 31. Oh, hang
That's
on.
a critical.
Plus range crossbow 41, so actually it's 1 success level.
Okay. Critical hit. Okay. Let's roll your critical.
So where do I hit him?
Oh, let's see if you hit the guy or the horse.
Oh, how does that work?
Flip a coin.
Well, you're probably more likely to hit the horse, if I'm honest, because it's a big old...
You shoot the horse's
Biggest
crossbow.
target.
Technically, the horse has a size modifier.
So
I'd
it's
get a
easier to hit.
Yeah.
So you get a +1 success
not-
level.
Can I not target the rider?
So, would you like to first make a perception roll to see if you can tell who it is?
38.
This is quite far away, so I'd say -30
Are they
to your
still in your
perception roll.
horse?
Okay, so that would make it 63. A flat pass. No
Okay.
success level.
63! Bloody hell.
Well, guards get massive bonuses to
Good
perception.
at the weapon stuff.
He's good at
That's
all the
perception.
stats.
No, I'm
You
not.
put a Rubik's Cube in front of him and he's fucked.
Make me talk to anyone and I'm in trouble.
Well,
That's why
they're
you
in
don't
trouble.
He's also not great. He's not
okay.
great at ranged combat either.
Okay, cool. So,
No, I didn't roll a 63, John. 63 is what I'm rolling against, but before the -30.
so you can see that it is...
Yeah, so the shot will go then.
Yep, okay, cool. So let's roll your critical.
Sorry.
Where did you hit him?
39. Right arm.
Okay.
The one holding his stupid stick.
Okay. One holding his super stick. Roll critical.
87. Oh, 97, sorry.
Yeah, that's going to be nasty.
Sliced tendons. Oh, the figure slumps onto the back of the horse. And the horse keeps going. And, going. It's like riding off.
Never
You
know.
will hear the rudest word in the Khazalid language screamed.
Elfling.
But you saw...
Well, I saw I hit him.
Oh, you definitely saw that you hit him, and you saw him go boom onto the horse.
You'd
But
write that in your book.
you don't know. It's like the end of Shane. You don't know if he's alive or dead at the
It's a
end.
really old reference.
Some of our American viewers might get that one. Anyway, don't worry. I'll tell you about that. The hero is so wounded that when he rides off, he's slumped in the saddle, but you don't know whether he's dead or alive. It's like
So Roger shot the hero. Ah.
no in the foot.
Oh, hold on. Do we have skulls on our uniforms? Are we the baddies?
No, you do not.
No. Okay, so
If you do, I shall be having words.
That's
the
actually
rest
quite
of you,
common in the Empire.
the rest of you at the warehouse, Morgan and Sir Gale in particular, you can see that down between the large boxes where the necromancer had been standing and raised these wraiths from these graves, portable graves, there is some paraphernalia on the floor, which you can go and check out if you want to. You can smell there's some sort of candle burning.
Are the ravens still lining the rooftop?
They are on the other warehouse, lined up, looking down into the warehouse where you are. They all seem to be looking
That's
at you
not
for a moment.
spooky at all, is it? Look, priest, some paraphernalia. I have no idea
I'm
what
going to
this
completely
is.
ignore him.
Yeah, I think everyone's
Hey,
doing
I
it.
just want a ghost.
What are you gonna do?
Servants of my lord, seek my quarry, find him.
They all go "Wah!" and take to the air and leap into flight and sort of fly. You don't know whether you just shouting
Sure.
at them made them fly
Hey,
off.
it looks good.
I-
It looks really cool.
I failed
Looks
my
really
I
cool.
shout at the flock of birds and they all scatter to the four winds.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just failed my fear check of Morgan. So I read
I want to check on Corvin
about
because he's Corvin.
it. No, but
No, he's standing there. He's like,
No, I know, but he's Corvin.
yeah.
And it's at that point you probably hear a very loud profanity.
Yes, you do. Hear very loud profanity from
Carefully.
behind the warehouse. On the floor, there are a number of small candles there is a skull, and you can see there is some sort of scroll and a small book. This one is not bound in flesh. It is just a book.
I will go and
Well,
have a
it
look
seems to be merely a book.
at the scroll.
Let's put it like that.
Oh, look at the scroll.
Okay. As you approach, the candles really smell like weird. Like,
Maybe stand on those candles.
you're not sure what they're made out of.
Put them out.
Okay, stamp on the candles. Okay.
Take that candle.
Your big male
Another
boot.
heroic victory.
Yes. Ha-ha!
Take this,
Britonia. Britonia wins again. They're not going to dust for Prince, though, so I wouldn't worry about it. You step out, yes. What, you want to look at the scroll?
The scroll.
Okay. So, as you lean down to look at the scroll, this you can tell is skin parchment.
Ugh.
And it's kind of curled up, and there's kind of like, on one of the edges, there seems to be like little hairs grow, like in the skin. Like it's been, stretched.
Hasn't
and
been
stuff,
well
but-
cleaned.
No, it hasn't been well cleaned before it's been.
Unholy artifact.
And it's kind of, it's not like paper will bind up quite tightly. It's kind of a fairly loose scroll that's kind of sitting there as if someone's rolled it up many times. It's not tied though or sealed, and it's just sitting there kind of loosely rolled.
What language is it in?
Are you going to pick it up?
No. What language is it in?
Well, you can't. It's kind of loosely rolled. You can't see.
Poke it with my sword.
You're going to poke it with your sword. Okay, poke it with your sword.
So
And
you've
you're like,
stomped on the candles.
blah, 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 blah.
I'm,
You take your two-handed sword out and carefully chop the scroll in half.
I do have a one-handed sword as well.
Yeah. You take your sword out and you kind of fish around with it. It seems to be some sort of dark magic, some weird language that you don't understand. That
This is some dark magic in a weird language I don't understand.
Tillian.
Perhaps we should burn it?
Morgan, you arrive.
Well,
Good, an expert.
Oh, you're not going over there.
so
You're going to go and
Having-
sort out all the graves.
having shouted
Just
at
leave it so
having
I'll
shouted
poke
at
in the
the flock,
Yes.
where was the swearing coming from? Was that nearby?
Now,
Because I know that
round
he
the
went.
corner.
I know that he went chasing him.
Yes,
So
yep.
that's my next.
Okay, you're going to go that way.
Because it's
Okay.
not over.
So you'll be gone for a little bit. So you
Yeah.
go off to find Bagric, Torvald, and Corvin. What are you up to?
Don't touch that. As
Just
I leave.
got his sword in the scroll. Like,
You've been warned. It's up to you now. Not my problem.
okay, Corvin, what are you up to?
They're probably fine, referencing Morgan chasing after Bagric. And I'll go into Sigel and go, Sigel, what have you found?
This
Oh,
looks
God.
like a dark
Corbin's like, ooh.
artifact.
That is a good estimation.
I
Stop
have. Okay. What do you think? Should we destroy it?
Yes.
Okay, that makes that easy. I'll stamp on it.
Well, you are larger than it, so you would have a stomp attack. That would inflict damage.
At this point, you will look around for Torvald, and or you will hear he's gone.
Oh.
Because I heard the swearing, I've heard the shouting Kazalid, and I'm just going, please let this not have to be anything. Basically, he's just gone after the brother and gone, this has either gone well, this has gone badly.
Yeah.
Either way, I may have to hold him back.
Okay, so I'm actually following Torvald rather than.
Yes.
You destroy this stuff. I will have a look through the.
We're going to get back
warehouse.
and the entire warehouse is going to be on fire.
There is a small
You know that,
book
right?
there.
That is not a bad option at this point.
So if you go check the office,
I'll take my helmet off so I can see better.
Where's Alvin when you need him?
and I'll check the book.
It would all
Okay.
be on fire by now.
Yeah, it would.
So, you're going to go and check the rest of the building. You check the book. So, what are you doing with the scroll?
We're
You're burning
I
it.
want to burn it, but I'll look at the book and see if I need to burn the book as well.
Okay, so the book seems to be the writings of a wizard.
Depraved madman.
Clearly, the Necromancer's journal slash. This is not as crazy as the last one you saw, and this seems to be talking about finding particular bodies, particular spirits, moving them about the city, and this scroll, which he references, is the key to the final kind of unleashing some of these powerful spirits. He's talking about various different places around the city. Most of them seem to be in the north. He seems to be talking about the Artisans' Quarter quite a bit, and the Precinct. Doesn't reference any of the southern quarters or areas apart from the docks where you are. It doesn't say anything about dwarves or Dowie Haven or anything like that. As you can't see anything like that. That's kind of the broad gist of what you've got in the book there. There's nothing
dark about it.
There's nothing dark specifically about this book.
Yeah. Okay. I shall hang on to the book for later perusal, just to check if there's any more clues or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I need a way to burn things.
Aren't you a wizard?
I am. But I don't have,
Okay, I'm not there right now. Just putting it out there.
Yeah. Torch.
So I think I'll step back and I don't know what to shoot it with.
Fireball!
Do it. Go on.
I've got a blast.
Corvin would.
That'll do. I'm not even going to make you roll once. If you get doubles, then we get a miscast.
Come on.
That's the only roll I'm going to make you make. Because I'm going to assume you can.
Bleeding conditions.
I'm assuming you can stand there and channel for a while.
No,
see.
can't. Oh.
Did you roll double?
Oh.
No.
That's fine.
But I passed.
Okay,
With
so
0. Oh no, I didn't get my casting number.
don't worry.
But I passed.
All
the
I wanted
magic
to see was that you
test.
didn't critically.
Yeah.
So you go, and you kind of do a little blast on the scroll,
Light.
and it's almost as if it seems to momentarily resist the power of your spell, and then it kind of crumples.
Single.
Blind that scroll to go with it.
The book does say that he would. You see a reference to candles made from people as part of the casting.
Oh.
So
Sigale, you may want to wash your shoes.
Why?
Less questions.
Okay. I'm in the office having a look for things and stuff.
Okay.
43, which for me is not.
You did take your hammer off.
I did take my hammer off, so -1 success level.
Oh.
-1 success level. You don't find anything interesting. There's boxes and papers and a few coins here or there. Nothing of note. No dead bodies in this one or anything like that.
So there's no legal record of these boxes going in the warehouse.
You would have. You failed your perception roll,
So-
so you can't find any
Yeah.
documents. You're looking through the little thing
No,
on that
it
giant
sounds like my
helmet. I'm joking. It's fairly dark. You're quite tired. You're bleeding,
And you are reading in a foreign language.
and you're reading in a foreign language.
Oh, actually, yeah. My Reichspiel is not amazing, so
We know.
I rolled a 94. My Reichspiel is 38.
It
so
appears
I
to be
failed.
some kind of treasure
So
map.
yeah, that makes sense. I can't actually make sense of what's.
Yeah,
being
you're not.
There's loads of stuff
Too
that's all
hot on
written
that.
down. Shrug.
No, I'm not too hot on the Reichspiel. I can speak it, I just can't read it. So, well, I can read it to an extent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can read the
It's probably
word
all accounting forms,
sausage
and stuff. So.
and hello.
Right. So you guys are doing that.
Yes.
Right. Bagrick, you're standing there going. Ah!
Did I see it when I shot
the
him?
end of
Did
Point
I see
Break.
did I see him drop his stick?
It's too far for you to
I'm
see.
gonna start running in that direction.
Okay.
While sort of mumbling under my
So
breath.
anyone nearby is
Anything
going to
worse
have
than
Bagrick
bloody elves
barreling
and
up the
bloody
street,
wizards.
followed by Thorvald,
Yes.
followed by Morgan. Well, no, they'd have had the galloping horse
You
there.
can, yeah, you can catch up if you want.
Bagrick's
Morgan.
going at a jog more than a sprint.
Yeah. So you guys are going to catch up to
I do
Bagrick
hit
oh,
the wall.
as
yeah.
he's jogging down the road, like.
Mumbling about elves and wizards and
And there's people going, "Oh, watch out!" Moving their carts and things out of the way of him. He just smashes through one full of cabbages, and they kind of roll all over the street.
My
There's someone carrying a big pane of glass, and he just barrels straight through it.
Is there a stack of boxes?
There is a stack of boxes, and he barrels through the stack of boxes.
Chickens.
Yeah, chickens everywhere. It's like,
Puddles,
yep.
water,
absolutely.
spray.
Bagrick's just kind of
Jogging.
on a beeline, and you guys catch up to him.
Elves and wizards.
Is this
Angry rambling.
Bagrick or Roger?
Bagrick
Little
Yes.
column A, little column B.
Yes.
Yes.
As we catch up, I'll just look at Morgan and just shake my head and just
In Casalid.
I will just shake my head and won't say a word, but I just follow him.
Make a perception roll. You're so angry. You're very angry. You don't know. You may not notice something.
I passed that with a success level.
Okay. You see very faint outlines of blooded hooves
Ooh.
on the cobblestones. But it's very dark, and someone in a blind fit of rage and just seeing red wouldn't see individual bits.
No,
of
I
red.
was going up to where I shot him. That was where I was running to.
Okay.
So once
Just,
I would have got there, I would have looked around.
Make a perception roll.
29, so 4 success levels.
You spot it as well. Now that you've all kind of caught up together and calmed
So I'm
down
assuming
slightly.
he didn't drop anything. Oh no, he's pissed.
Yeah,
He's just
but like,
focused.
You've,
Very
you've taken a
focused.
moment, and you've had a look around, and Torvald's there, and you're like, right, and you see now these kind of faint outlines of blood, the shape of a hoof.
I shot him, but I don't know if he's dead.
Rather than looking down,
Is that
I'm gonna look up.
There's a sky.
Up for anything in particular? You look up the ravens. You're looking for the ravens. Oh.
Ooh, exciting.
On a wing and a prayer.
There is a raven sitting on a building, and it looks down at you, and it like turns its head and looks towards the bridge.
Can I see if I spot that?
Make a roll.
Yes.
You spot that.
While they're looking
Well,
at the sky,
I
I'm
will
going to be
look-
running
I
along
will
the
look-
trail.
I will look down to Torvald and be like,
At this point, I'll just go. I'll look at the pair of you and just go.
Bagrick's already running.
because I know that you're the better tracker.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's just like I'll look at you and just go. I'll follow him. You go and make sure that there's nothing else there that needs dealing with, and I'll take off after Bagrick.
When you say there, you gesture
Back the way, because we've seen skeletons raised. That doesn't
Conflict for
mean
Morgan.
it doesn't mean that there aren't things that you haven't destroyed that aren't.
Like a necromancer.
Yeah, like that.
It's how much do you trust the dwarves to get him?
Oh, it's not that at all.
You
Not
also
that I wouldn't
you also
trust
might
you.
want to let them know where you're going, but you might not.
I was about to say, solo adventure.
Yay! Split the
Not
party.
solo if there's two of you.
Be like a pack of lone wolves.
Oh, Corbin.
It's cool.
Okay, right. So you're going to go off following the.
Yeah, I'm following the blood.
Okay. Yes. Okay. It's going to take you a while. Take you a little while to get there.
Did you have small legs?
As you get towards the bridge, the blood seems to dry up, or
as there's just more traffic, it's just impossible
yeah,
to
people are
track.
walking over it and all that kind of stuff.
But he's aimed back north of the river.
It seems that way. Make perception rolls
Well, I was going to say
or gossip if you've
the
got
bridge
gossip.
is no,
I'll stick with perception.
but there is a the bridge is one of the main routes across. It's taxed.
Mm-hmm.
There will be people watching that. There will be soldiery. There will be tax. There will be something there.
Mm-hmm.
And a bleeding man draped over a horse in the middle of the city is something that should attract notice.
Yes.
I might see if I could spot anyone who looks like they've been hanging around a while and have a word.
Okay. Cool. Make a gossip roll.
I've actually got that skill.
Okay, so you over here, someone saying, "That bloody horse just rode straight through the gate."
That bloody dwarf
bloody
just
dwarf
went
just
straight
ran
through
straight
the gate.
I passed
Okay.
because I actually have some in that skill.
So you recognise one of the guards from earlier on. He seems to be doing.
He's on.
He's on guard duty
Duty.
this end of the bridge today, and he seems to recognise you, and he says to you, "Oh, these this guy on a horse who's like bleeding all over the place. He just stormed straight through. The guys are down. We've signalled them. The guys down the other end will catch him. And if they don't, he'll end up in the river. One way or the other. He's a weird-looking chap, though. Didn't look very well. I mean, he was obviously bleeding everywhere, but I mean, he looked kind of like ragged and pale.
It's like the loneliest guard in the world can't stop talking to everyone. Said no one to talk to.
He's standing there, and it's like people coming through, and they all put the money in the pot, and he's just really fucking bored. He's like got his halberd, and he's like.
Did Morgan actually go back, or did Morgan stay
What were you
with us?
doing, Morgan? Rolling a die.
I can't imagine Morgan.
I'm going with them.
Okay.
Solo adventure.
So you guys are going to cross the bridge.
But I'm guessing Bagrick's gone, so at this
Yeah.
point, as Morgan...
Hey, someone stop that! Oh, someone asked that dwarf nicely for the toll.
Just throw a coin over his shoulder.
Coin in the pot, strike.
A coin will just be flying through the air
Okay.
randomly towards him.
Make a ballistic skill roll.
Not too bad. I fail, but only by 1 success level.
Hit him
Okay, so
in
it
the
bounces
eye.
on the pavement near the pot.
Dun, dun, dun.
Agility test just to catch it and flick it onwards.
Go for it, go for it.
Bloody hell, that was a
Dexterity.
6.
Yeah.
I've actually passed it.
Okay, so you get your boot under it and you like flick it.
Flick it up along with my one as
Yeah.
well, and they both land in the pot with a
Yes.
sort of clatter.
And he's like,
What coin did I actually throw?
That's a bit harsh.
oh yeah. It's only
I-
like a penny or
I
two
threw
or
a
something.
silver shilling because I just rolled to see which coin it was because I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, you just pulled one out and went, psh.
Random coin.
Okay.
Not really.
Cool,
caring.
okay, so you guys are going to make your way across the busy bridge. There's lots of people who seem to be muttering about, oh, it's bloody nobles on their horses, they're not looking where they're going, or, oh, God, he was so low in the saddle, he couldn't have possibly been seeing where he was going, and all these kinds of things.
As we leave, I'll nod to the soldier, and I'll nod to him and sort of look him up and down and just go, if you need that sharpening, come to the axe and hammer, I'll deal with it for you for next time.
Oh, well, thank you. Right, back over at the warehouse.
We've left them unsupervised, guys.
Yeah. The world, everything's on fire. Gale is on fire. Corbin is on fire. Everything apart from the scroll is on fire.
I only failed one perception check.
So you don't find anything particularly,
No.
incriminating or
There is a second warehouse.
informative. There was the warehouse the other side where the body of the dead dwarf was.
I didn't see that.
I think
know
someone
that
shout. You're in that warehouse.
You heard Bagrick shouting.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
might
it's
not
a
have seen it.
You may not have seen it, but you're aware of it.
And there is
back out
another
of
office.
Did you find anything?
I burnt the scroll. Oh, and a book. Yes, lots of allusions to things going on in the northern part of the city.
The northern part of the city is where the fortress is it not?
Yep.
Okay, dokie.
Just say it with confidence. It's upside down. Yes.
See, I'm technically
Precinct.
correct. The best
The
kind of
Arsenal's
correct.
Yeah, way up
It's
there.
true.
Okay.
Wasn't it the wolf who is in the other warehouse? Wasn't he an engineer?
He was.
But I suppose he would come from there, not from there.
But they kicked him out.
But they kicked him out. I forgot that little detail.
So he probably moved to the Arson's quarter. Should we go investigate the other warehouse?
Let's go and search his body.
We can go through that hole that Bagrick made in the wall. Ah, the door's open. All right.
Excellent.
Okay.
Right, let's split up and search for clues. I'll take the office, you take the warehouse. Wait, no. You take the office because you can read right skill. I'll take the warehouse.
There it is. Okay.
Perception?
Yeah.
I failed, but not by much.
Oh, I might have passed. I did with 0
I failed by many
skill levels.
We're the best double act.
Okay. So, you guys are... Sorry, what did you get?
I got 0 skill
I
levels.
got -2.
Pass.
Pass with 0, failed on -2.
Perception's not my strong point.
No.
These are
No.
nice.
Well, you find... I mean, Sigel, you find the body of a dead dwarf
You find the warehouse.
by stumbling over
and the walls of the warehouse.
Yeah.
The floor.
The body
the
is
roof.
here. I would like to search it there.
You can do that, and well, I'll tell you what you find in a minute. But you're kind of looking around the warehouse for a while. There's lots of boxes filled with earth and skeletons in. Corvin,
Yes.
you're going through the papers. You love papers, documents, writing and
smell.
reading. Yeah, they're low quality ink used on these though. They really, and the parchment is crap. A little better than Hessian, really. But you kind of go through and you see that there is mention in a couple of documents of receiving boxes in Wandien Rookery.
Rookery?
Yes.
Wandien.
This is a slum part of the city against the north wall, where all kinds of dodgy ne'er-do-wells kind of have gathered, and it's kind of tucked up against the precinct where all the soldiers are in the northern, up against the northern wall, and it's like huge precarious lean-tos, lots of kind of shanty buildings.
Sorry, what did I find alluding to this area?
Wonderling
Collection of
Rookery.
some
There.
boxes from that.
Oh, okay.
Which is in the northern part of the city and in the artisan quarter, which is where we thought the dwarf would be from.
Ah.
I think we have our lead.
Okay, I want to scan through
I
the
say
book. Now I've got a
psychically.
word to look for to see if I can see Wandering Rookery in the book somewhere.
You
But,
do,
Cool.
and you find some very the rookery's disgusting. Why do I have to stay here? Why haven't they been able to house me somewhere better in the city? And in fact, in that passage, which seems to be a fairly recent journal entry, dear diary, there's mention of the unctuous Joseph, if you remember, that's the creepy chap. Put me up in this disgusting rookery, and this is not befit my station. Next time I see him, I'm going to have words with him. He's kind of starts ranting a bit in his own kind of jet. You'd think maybe the guy is like, he is a necromancer, so he's probably slightly mad. There's a few names sort of thrown in to the conversation. Ricarda seems to pop up a few times. A woman that he seems to be dealing with, or she seems to be sort of the head person of the area, because it's this big slum with sort of gangs of people sort of looking after different parts of it, the turfs and areas and that kind of thing. And it's rumoured, and something that your patron has said to you, that there are some of the old guard who didn't leave with the Jungfreuds up into the mountains are hiding in the rookery,
Right.
waiting to rouse the people. But that might be flights of fancy. That sounds more like a kind of a romantic adventure novel than Woofrup.
So again,
Hello?
I believe I may have found our next port of call.
Ah, what have you found?
So, there seem to be some dealings. Our quarry, our necromantic fellow, seems to have been staying in a place called Windham Rookery in the northern part of the city.
I have heard of this place.
I imagine if our quarry's gone to ground, he may have returned there.
We should get there as soon as possible. Where did the others go?
It has got awfully quiet.
We should go retrieve...
Sorry, I forgot to say, the book also mentions Matilde.
Oh, okay.
We should go and retrieve Brutus. We will get there faster if we take my horse. Horse. Sorry, I can't say H's. I'm from Bretonia.
You've mentioned several times. Yes, let us go.
We're going to head back to the Grail Chapel to retrieve the horse.
Okay. Right, so you guys head to the Grail Chapel. But this is taking you a bit of a while. You've been reading, you've been searching, you're finding all these things.
Oh,
The dwarf, by the way, had some tools on him.
Cool.
And a pistol with 5-shot and powder.
I'll leave that there.
The gun does look like it had recently been fired.
I'll store that in my memory banks.
So, Gail, you were shot recently, weren't you?
We. Thanks for mentioning it.
Okay, right. So
Welcome.
you guys do that. Over to you guys.
I
You
don't
are
think he should
heading
be
across.
the guy, was it?
Heading across the bridge. Just Corbin, it's great. You're heading across the bridge, and you guys get to the other side, and you can see a couple of guards holding the reins of a horse. And this horse has got blood down the side of it, and they're like, one guy is kind of barking, one guy with a big moustache is barking at the guys with the smaller moustaches, and he's going,
right.
and as you approach, you can kind of hear what he's saying, and he's like, well, you search that side, you check over that side, have a look down there, might have slipped over the side, you know, they signalled us that there was a dangerous rider, but come on, we've got to find this guy. They seem to be sort of ordering some guards around, and they're moving off now to fan to the sides of the bridge and like look around. as you get to the other side of the bridge.
Insert loud profanity.
Yeah. Whoa! There's some young man covers his mother's ears nearby. And you're like, whoa! You forget that probably quite a few people around here speak Casalid. So like, Master Dwarf, that is disgusting. How dare you say such things in the presence of my mother? And they kind of hurry off. They hurry off as you sort of turn around with like rage in your eyes. But you all kind of come to this area where it's kind of like there's no stalls or people like sort of milling about. Everyone in this area is kind of either going in or out of the gate, putting the money in the pot, you know, and there's guards moving around. So it's quite a controlled area, and you kind of rock up, all three of you together. What do you intend to do?
I'm going to see if I can, if there is any obvious sort of blood, not sort of if a blood is obvious in
On
any
either sort of side or
on the side of the
okay,
on the
sort of up and down
stonework.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you've got tracking. haven't you?
I do have tracking.
Let's have a tracking roll.
Where is my tracking skill?
I think there is one.
I think it's a bonus.
You get a bonus to something, don't you?
It's one of those ones that it might have ceased to exist.
I think it might be.
Oh no, track. There we go.
Yeah.
It is an advanced skill.
Yes. So you can't do it unless you've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's 4 degrees of success. 4 success levels
Okay.
on a 7.
Cool. Right. So you sort of hear as everyone's moving up, you sort of hear this kind of conversation going on, and you like backtrack a little bit, and you sort of think, I've just run past those stalls. Where would there be a gap? What about this? I'll go back and I'll have a look. So you start to like maneuver around, and you actually see a few splodges of blood where someone has like made contact with the side of a stall. Maybe that has kind of reopened a wound to like splash some blood. And then you can see behind some barrels by the edge of the bridge, and the wall's fairly high, but you can, if you wanted to, get up and
You could sort of drag yourself
over the side. You can see now a kind of smear of blood over the kind of ledge on that side.
Yeah.
You know, though, that remember the bridge has
There's
got like
stuff all the way
all
under.
underneath, and all this kind of shanty shithole has been built up underneath. Well, that is what it is, and it's to you guys. It's actually an affront to the construction
Of this glorious
this
bridge.
glorious bridge. Here we go. Yes, and what do they call it? Yeah, there's just like all this stuff going on underneath.
Can I look to see over?
You can like look down, and you can see that there's like, because you're near the other end. This is where some of this kind of construction, shanty buildings,
It's
lean-tos and
almost
stuff.
like scaffolding built.
Barnacles,
climbing
scaffolding
its way
barnacles climbing up the side of this bridge, and you can kind of see little lights and little things. So you can see some people moving around. some guy fishing off a little, self-made jetty bit down there. All kinds of things going on. So there would be a way to get down. You probably hurt yourself dropping that far.
Yeah.
Unless you had some sort of magical means of transportation.
I'll call back. I'll call back. In Roxville, brother, priest.
Turn around, grumbling, and run over towards Torvald.
It's known as Dunkelfucht.
Is it now?
Right.
Yep. Feucht. Fucht.
I will trust Torvald to know what he's doing and would more likely stride towards the captain of the guard.
Okay. You stride towards the captain of the guard, and he kind of stops, sees you, and he's like,
Good evening, Captain.
may I help you? We're in the middle of a situation.
One way or another, I have business with your lost rider.
He kind of looks at the guy next to him. Sorry? You know who this is?
No.
But you have business with him?
Yes.
Well, we don't know where he is, so you'll have to wait until we find him.
Good enough.
And then we'll hold him in the precinct and you can come and see him then. It's kind of slightly confused about maybe what your status might be in the church kind of thing.
Good enough. Thank you. And then walk through and around to go below wherever they were looking over.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to go through, out, and then it's sort of, you have to go down the road and down a thing and then past the bit of the docks and you can kind of, you'll be able to see Torvald, like, leaning over the thing.
I do not wave.
Brilliant. Yes, so that takes you a little while to get down there. Bagric, what are you doing while this is all going on? You were talking.
Well, Torvald's called me over,
Okay.
and Torvald generally knows what he's doing, so...
Okay.
He went over. I doubt he ended up in the water.
The blood suddenly, you're there, the blood suddenly stops. Not at the edge, but a little bit just beforehand.
Or at least he looks like he tried to get over.
Bet that bastard teleported again. Bloody magic.
Literally.
Could be anywhere then. Although probably not too far if he went for a horse.
The amount of blood coming out of him, at least I hit the bastard.
At this, I'll sort of keep looking, see if I can see. I mean, it won't be particularly obvious; it's getting dark. But I'll see if I can spot any suggestion of blood or even damage. Where if he has dropped,
you can't see any damage. You can see some platforms down below, which you think if you're in a jam, you might
attempt
go for.
Yeah.
But you can't from here. You can't see any blood. You'd have to maybe go down and climb up.
But we're between stalls at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, you're kind of tucked in behind, so someone would need to sort of have some knowledge of this point. It seems like a good point to do this.
Are these sort of stalls or wooden booths? Or...
They're kind of like wooden sticks with kind of
So
drapes over them.
market
Yeah, market stall type things.
And I'm assuming they're currently empty.
No. There's people trading and doing stuff, and they're selling things and doing things.
I'll turn to the stall holders either side and go,
You're right, dwarf.
guy rode off.
Oh, some drunk guy bleeding all over the place went and threw himself over the bridge.
You saw him.
I'm busy. I'm busy. He came past here, fell off his horse, bashed into the side of my stall, nearly fell over, and then he went and threw himself over the edge of the. Well, I think he did. I didn't see.
Did you hear anything? Strange, weird sounds.
Did I hear any strange, weird sounds? That's a good question.
The cawing of ravens.
No.
Well, now there was this weird kind of
Buzzing
noise.
sound.
Yeah.
Was there a similar noise to that sort of thing when he teleported away from in front of Bagric?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete did the sound effects and everything.
I'm trying to remember how I did it.
It wasn't that.
That would be great. Just like,
That if Corvin learns teleport, that's the noise.
Oh! Cool.
I mean, that's sort of the noise it would make.
Yeah. Bagric, you think that's the same sound. So it seems like he probably teleported.
At this point.
Yeah, when he mentions about the noise, Bagric will just growl.
Thank you.
Okay. Back over to on the back of Brutus.
Oh!
Oh, genius.
Please, for the next session, could we get a coconut?
Oh, yeah. That is the clip. Right. Okay, so you guys are
Riding.
Pillion and Corvin. Your beautiful robes are flowing behind Brutus, and you're riding now. I assume you're going to go and cross the bridge,
Yes.
and you're riding fairly fast without knocking over pedestrians.
Knocking over pedestrians.
So it doesn't take you that long.
So, Gale,
Yes.
we should ask the bridge master, or whatever they're called, the bridge minion,
Ah.
if they've seen a priest of Moor. Perhaps our friends have already come this way.
Monsieur, have you seen 2 angry dwarfs and a priest of Moor?
The guard looks up at you and he's like, yes. He just points down the
In this
bridge.
way.
Merci!
You flick it
Onward,
down.
Brutus!
Okay. 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 So you
Someone
guys
gift that.
ride down the bridge, and you can see now Torvald and Bagric like angrily interrogating some market stallholder. It seems angry.
No.
They're just dwarves.
Torvald wasn't being angry.
No, they're just talking in Casalid, so to Corvin, they probably seem angry anyway. Grumble. You can see them. You can't see Morgan.
Oh. Bagric, Torvald. Did you catch him?
Whoa!
Angry growl.
Okay.
He's gone again. Same as last time.
I will...
Master Wizard, is there any way you can sense where he has gone?
Let me see. I'm gonna put my fingers to my temples and go, oh.
A space
believe-
clears around the walls.
Yeah, like, people are moving away like, oh, Sigma, save my soul.
I have a very strong sense he was staying at the Wendier Rookery. We are heading there now. It's in the northern part of the city.
Wandien Rookery.
That's what I said.
Sorry, just in case. Yeah.
I got it wrong. The Wandien Rookery. He was residing there. And I'm getting some names.
Oh, mate, the Rookery's a shithole. You don't want to go there. Lean-tos and shanty build. It's just like scum, you know.
You!
Oh,
Have you
he's
heard
like
of...
suddenly like shit.
I open my mouth.
Why don't talk in front of a wizard and a knight on a horse? He's like, this is the scariest day of my life. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. What?
Have you heard of someone called Ricarda in relation to the slum areas there?
I don't go near the slums. It's disgusting.
Good man, dwarf. Right.
It's a man.
Dwarf, right?
That's a man.
Good man.
Man/dwarf.
Yeah.
It's just...
I'm on a horse. I can't tell.
How far from the bridge is where we're actually staying?
Quite
It's not far. Is it? I thought it was pretty close. I thought it was
We are
around
on the
there.
other
I know
side.
it's around here.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
right.
we're crossing to the side where our
So
place
that's
is.
where
yeah.
we're staying. That's where we are.
So
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually
we were staying up
here we go. You are staying.
It's a map.
It's got a key and everything.
It's not on here, then.
Where are you
For
saying
audio
Docker's
listeners,
Arms?
We're
Yeah.
looking at a...
No, we're
no.
not staying at the docks.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it's around here.
That's where we're staying.
So,
It's over there.
sorry,
Around
guys.
here.
We're staying at
It's
the
around-
Forge.
So not actually not that far.
Not great
from
for our viewers, unfortunately.
Feathers go.
So not that far from the bridge
What?
on the north side of the river.
Falkenberg.
I was so close.
So the Falkenberg Forge actually turns out to be fairly near the Docker's Arms, just from a.
I don't know.
How convenient.
We're going somewhere else.
So it's building number 11 on that map, right over the top, next to
Is the Wandien Rookery.
precinct area.
I'm assuming that night is setting in.
It is
fairly
now
fast.
turning to night. There's the
It was late afternoon when we got
yeah.
there.
So it's getting dark.
We should probably go.
The little kids are going out with the things to light the lamps.
Where is Morgan?
They're peasants.
I'll just point.
As you say, where's Morgan? We cut to Morgan.
Swipe cut.
Standing on the kind of a dock ledge, and you see there's a bit of a hullabaloo going on in sort of some buildings lower down, tucked in under the bridge, which if you're on the bridge you wouldn't be able to see.
Yep.
And you see there's a kind of jetty down by the waters, and people sort of shouting, and then before it's kind of going to take you a while to get there.
Yep.
But before you do, you see a few of them come out, and they seem to be manoeuvring someone towards a boat.
Towards boat. Towards.
Slightly towards you, not a few yards kind of thing. But it's like 50 yards, 30 yards away or something. So if you want to kind of move over there, you can. Okay. So as you approach, you can see there's a bunch of ruffians. Is probably the best way to describe them. They have got slightly torn clothing. They look like they're homeless or living in these shanty bits. And they all seem to be moving around. And there is a woman with a hat. It looks like it used to be quite a fancy hat. And she's kind of ordering people
the woman
around.
From out the back of the other place, because that would be really suspicious.
Woman out the back of the place.
Yeah.
Handing out
The
soup to
tavern
the
that we
ladies.
were at
Yes.
with the soup kitchen.
Oh no!
Good.
No.
Just checking.
Different, completely different person. She's kind of she orders a few people something, and then she goes inside. And there's a few guys, and they're kind of like, okay, fucking hell, if we have to do this now, then let's do this now. All right, come on, get him in the boat. Let's go. And the kind of these four guys are helping someone in a big black robe into a boat. That person is still moving, but seems to be seriously injured.
If only we knew of someone of that description.
Should we leave it there?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, I mean you can.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Oh.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Oh.
As Morgan
Okay.
approaches
Okay.
them, trying to
So I'm
smuggle
about to shout at him
Necromancer. Yeah,
Right, no.
and you like raise your hand and then cut.
And then fade to black.
Yeah, fade to black, literally. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us for episode 6 of Flint and Steel. I got it wrong twice before we filmed properly. Please don't forget to go and check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also join our Discord. We've got lots of role-playing people on there doing all kinds of stuff. I showed a picture of my pumpkin that I carved the other day, which I was quite proud of.
It's pretty cool.
And we
It makes
also
me wanna
have...
do one.
Yes, do loads. I think we're going to get a little family
Oh,
of
God.
pumpkins. Anyway, also check out our Patreon. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider supporting the channel. For just a couple of dollars a month, you can help us to improve all of our kit, get all the funky sound insulation, microphones, cameras, all this kind of stuff to improve the show as we go. Also, check out our friends of the channel. We've got links below for everybody. And Halloween, we've got a Mothership special, and I'm really looking forward to that.
It's gonna be
And
a
it's
thing.
going to be cool,
It's gonna be
and
a
it's going to be
thing.
freaky. Right, anyway, thank you very much for joining us, and we shall see you next time on Flint and Steel. Bye-bye.